you could, we'll write you in as like a clarinet player, and that's fine. And I took that as a chance for me to try to figure out how to play trumpet. And the very next year I was first chair trumpet. And not because I was that good. It was a super, super small school, and nobody cared at all about it. So it's kind of a big fish in a little pond situation there. But then when I went to college, I was starting out as a trumpet major, and I got a call 2 weeks before band camp from the director saying, "Hey, I saw that you played piano when you were a kid. It was on your, application form. We have 22 people in the trumpet line and only 3 people in the pit percussion section. Would you be interested in doing that?" And I was thinking, yeah, I don't have to march in a super sweaty uniform. I can just stand on the sidelines. That sounds awesome. So I tried that. And by like the 3rd day of band camp, I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Like, I want to do percussion. So this was like my first semester freshman year. And I wanted to switch to percussion, but I couldn't just sign a paper and do it. I had to re-audition. So I spent that entire semester 6 hours a day in a practice room, getting help from my percussion friends, like how to prepare for an audition. Auditioned in December and got into the program. So all of these things, it was just me seeing an opportunity, trying my best to learn from it, and just putting my all into it until I eventually found, and I don't even want to say that, like, who knows what I'll be doing in 5 years. Like, I've been doing music full time since 2009, but I've only been really mixing at a level that I'm proud of for like a year and a half or something like that, So, but I think for me as a mixing engineer or as a producer or just as a, musician, human in general, my experience in those other situations, like playing guitar or playing piano or playing drums or being in a jam band or playing free jazz or, editing guitars for a metal project, all those things, even if it's not directly applicable, having the ability to communicate with the other people on the team that's one of the main things that people hired me for as a session drummer, like my ability to help them communicate ideas to the other people, especially if it's like a singer-songwriter that may not be able to speak fluent guitarist or horn player or a violinist. And to this day, I feel like that's one of my strengths is just not that I'm the best bass player in the world, not that I'm the best, string arranger in the world, but I know a lot of people that can do that really, really well. And I know enough about it that I can help to translate the ideas from the artist to that person to make sure that we achieve the end result that the artist is looking for. So having those experiences, again, even if it's not the main thing that you want to focus your career on, anything that you can learn to be able to communicate with that vocabulary, with the vocabulary of a violinist or the vocabulary of a tuba player, that's going to make you more valuable and also make your life easier and also make the artists think you're some kind of god because, it's like you have some kind of universal translator that can, communicate in all these different, niche languages within the music world.
I think, I love that. I think kind of what makes a music producer a great music producer is that they're able to see the whole picture.
Yeah.
And when you're open to learning about a lot of things, you end up being able to see the full picture on different genres, different songs, whatever it is.
And surrounding yourself with people that can do all those different things better than you is a very valuable asset. So like with the productions I'm working on, like I can really focus on mixing and some of the production stuff. But if it's a style that's not in my wheelhouse, I know 5 guys or girls that can crush it. Or if I need vocal editing or if I need this, like I know enough to be able to help to communicate the ideas, but I'm also the first person to say, nope, this person's better than me and actually might be a little bit cheaper than me. So you should definitely 100% hire this person instead of me. I have no ego when it comes to that kind of thing. Like I want what's best for the song, regardless of my level of involvement, even if I get, it's not like, oh, well, now I'm getting points because I'm, facilitating this. It's like, no, like even in this, that's just, as a general human, I think this song is great. I think it can be even better if this person gets involved. Let's just get them involved, even if it means I'm making less money.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. And that's something that I'm still, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't have to have all the ego. You can really let go of some stuff, and it doesn't need to be all about you. Because at the end of the day, it's about the artist and it's about their song.
And it's easier said than done too. Like, I'm lucky that I have enough work coming in that I can do that. There was definitely a time when I couldn't afford to do that. But I think the post-COVID world of, I don't know how to say this, like the no longer having the necessity for like a large studio, and therefore the lowering of overall overhead for a project, I think is going to enable people to probably delegate more stuff than they could have before, because they don't have, the studios aren't going to have like the huge overhead that they used to, or at least producers aren't going to have the same overhead of running a big brick and mortar studio that they may have had before.
Right. Yeah. So, well, hopefully that'll help us all niche down into our specialties and figure out what we're best at.
Yeah, exactly. But make sure that you're still open to changing niches if you find out that you're better at something else.
Right.
Or you enjoy something else more, or hopefully both.
Yes. Amen to that. Wow. Carl, what a journey we've been through. Thank you so much for your time and your wisdom and for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's been awesome schmoozing with you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's been great meeting you too.
You too. Yeah, totally. Feeling is mutual. So stay safe out there, and hopefully continued health and good news.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Secret Sonics. I hope you enjoyed my conversation with Carl as much as I did. If you enjoyed this episode or any of our other episodes, I'd super appreciate it if you would go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a rating and review. It really helps the show. And if you could share this episode or your favorite episode with a friend or two, that would also really help the show move forward. In addition to that, you can find us on social media. Just search for Secret Sonics. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. And you can email me at secretsonics@gmail.com if you have any comments, feedback, guests you might want to recommend, anything like that. So that's about it for now. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great week. Stay safe out there and dig in. Bye-bye.